Welcome back to Vigor. It's your boy Stealth Jet, and I'm back in the mix. You know, as G Herbo once said, but reality, it ain't as always easy as I make it seem. The reality of Lone Wolf is that it's real extreme. Actually, no, I take that back. It's, how can I put this? There is one main weakness to playing Lone Wolf, in my opinion. Your mileage may vary, but my opinion. You know what? I'm gonna prove it in this video. Not even prove it. I'm gonna show you it in my video, on this video right here. What I believe is that playing Lone Wolf gets you to be a more thicker-skinned player than someone who plays in teams all the time. And that's no insult. What I mean by that is that whatever you do and how you die is a result of your own actions. But let's say if your buddy does something and that both gets you killed, you blame your buddy. Every action that you make as a lone wolf is totally your own decision, and it's not best for the team. You know what I'm saying? But the entire point of this video is to demonstrate, in my opinion, the main weakness of playing Lone Wolf. I'm gonna show you this encounter screen real quick. We got a team of 3 who's all wearing motorcycle helmets, a team of 2 who doesn't bring anything, and another team of 2 who has an H-bar-T in the mix as well. And then there's me, the Lone Wolf. So now that you know the team layout, let me skip to the important part. All game, there was no gunshots fired. None. And that is what I think the weakness of being a lone wolf is. You are really dependent on hearing things. And so just before this clip started, the detector was used. And you can hear the guys going to my last location. And I seen 2 coming from the detector. And I'm like, okay, if it's 2, maybe I can handle them. But there's a third. Right there. So now, it's that team of 3 with the motorcycle helmets.
Get ready.
And I'm getting shot at by 2 people, while 1 person is flanking around me. And I'm like, okay, my best piece of cover is pretty much right here. So, note of how many people you see on screen. There's 1, there's 2, and I hit one of them. Right, I hit one of them. But listen to my left. I'm getting shot by 3 people right now. I'm pretty much guaranteed death. I'm taking one of them with me, or I'm gonna try to. Now this guy, he had on body armor, and all he has with him is a Sumi. What? Now, I wouldn't have killed him even if he didn't have on body armor. But, okay. So, the reality of being a lone wolf is that you are easy prey for a wolf pack, if that makes any sense. I was not going to make it out of that situation alive. I wasn't. And here is the more elongated visual reason as to why I believe the weakness of being a lone wolf is sound. Silence is death if you're a lone wolf, because you don't know what's going on. At least with a teammate, you have another set of eyes around the map, just in case they see anything you don't. But as a lone wolf, you rely on your ears. In my opinion, my unprofessional opinion, you rely on your ears because you're trying to hear the type and sound of guns and gun bursts going off. And that gives you a rough indication of how many people are left and, what areas have not been looted yet. At least with a teammate, you have another set of eyes and another set of ears. Pretty much, traveling with a +1 gives you that added sense of security. Because if they die, y'all are spotted. Oh, not y'all. You are spotted if your teammate dies because y'all travel in a pack. But if you die, you don't know that you were spotted the entire time. But if you have a teammate, you can be like, yo, do you see anybody? And your teammate says, yeah, right there. 270, let's go. And y'all take off. But you as a lone wolf, if you turn around and see somebody at 270, and that's a team, you're now being hunted by two different people. Different is the most important word in that sentence. Because as you've just seen, two people can suppress you while one person flanks you. It takes a legitimate, deity, in my opinion, to handle 3 people and come out alive. Bonus points if one of them has on body armor. I'm not good at this game. I'm not. The videos I released this week were pretty much good luck. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I had a really good week this week. So, and I was really glad to show those videos to you all. But this is the reality. Sometimes I get destroyed. And I don't mind getting destroyed. Because, hey, that just means somebody was better than me. And that motivates me to be better myself. But this is the reality of being a lone wolf. Now, with the very, very large preface out the way, let me focus on this gameplay. Because, like I said, this is the elongated version of the reality that is lone wolf. So, as you've seen in the pre-game lobby, there were 2 VSSs, so 2 suppressed weapons. I don't know where they're at. A guy with an ADR and a UZ. He pretty much came to kill somebody. And I think somebody else with the M16. I could be wrong about that. But remember, a guy with an ADR and an LMG. He has in headphones. Because you would not shoot through wood randomly in my direction. That guy knew I was coming. Again, the reality of lone wolf. No, there are no teams in this encounter. But in a 1v1 scenario, if they get a jump on you, you're at a disadvantage. But the tables can flip at any moment too. Now, this is going to get sticky. I'm facing that guy in front of me. But look on the bridge. Somebody else is here too. Now, given there are no teams in this encounter, there aren't. But like I said, like I said in my previous video, there was no gunshots all the way up until I shot at somebody. That means all the other lone wolves in this encounter know that 2 people are fighting. Prime example, there are footsteps right there to the south, which is not the guy I was shooting at before. So I'm stuck between 2 different people right now. Again, the reality of lone wolf, in my opinion, and how I play the lone wolf playstyle, I don't know that I am safe until I hear something. What I just said was, I'm not going to get up and walk away until I hear footsteps get up and walk away. Until I hear footsteps grow and then get increasingly faint as time progresses. That's my cue that I am safe, in my opinion. And so you're going to see me here for about maybe the next minute or so, crawling on my belly. Because I heard somebody in this general area. I need to see. I need to hear where they're at before I myself can say, okay, I can move on. It's like waiting for the death train to pass. If you try to cross the tracks while a train's going over it, you're going to die. In real life. Don't believe me? Look at darn train crash compilations. Um, well, not train crash. What is that joint called? Car versus train and truck versus train and that stuff like that. Yeah, those. But yeah, I don't know where this guy's at. Now, this is a skill that I've learned throughout my time here at Vigor. Try to think, where is the person going? There's an exit to my right. There's a red house in front of me. They can't go back to the bridge because they just came from the bridge. It wouldn't make any sense to backtrack when you have already looted everything in front of you or behind you, unless you're using an exit that's behind you. And that, if that's the case, then that makes complete and total sense. But what else is in front of me? At the time of me playing right now, I didn't notice it. And you hear some gunshots going off to my left. So I'm like, okay, there's at least 2 people over there too. At the time of me playing, I didn't notice it. But I'm heading straight for the airdrop area. The reality of Lone Wolf. It's hard to keep track of everything. And some things will surprise you. And in hindsight, either at the death screen or at the house loading screen, you'll be like, dang, I knew that, but you didn't know that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm in this red house, and everything is still here. So I'm like, okay, so dude didn't go into here. Right? Even though he was in this general direction, he didn't come in and loot this house. Then I hear footsteps. Why would I hear footsteps out here? In this house? Well, why would I hear footsteps on that road and this house isn't looted? Remember, there was a guy with an ADR that I shot and shot at me through the wood, and then another dude going across the bridge. There's one person that's accounted for, but I don't know who they are. Now, see, if I had a buddy still up on that hill, they'll be like, yeah, that guy has on, I don't know what the guy had on, but he'll call it his clothes, and then I'll be like, okay, that's dude with the ADR, or okay, that's dude that came from the bridge. But the reality of Lone Wolf is that you gotta keep track of everything yourself.
The plane is near. Get ready for the airdrop.
Some more gunshots go off. It's not an ADR. I don't know where that guy's at. He is pretty much the bane of my existence right now. Because he's pretty much strapped to the T. Now here comes the airdrop. And now there it goes. Lone wolves sometimes will play in a way that you don't expect. And in just a moment, actually no, not even in just a moment, further on down in the video, I'm going to aim so you know what I'm talking about. There'll be a person that's going to do something that I'm going to note for future reference. Now right here, I'm just going to see if I can find anything else to loot. But then it hits me. The airdrop is over there. All the shots that I heard were pretty much behind me or to the left. Right there, I seen somebody crossing the river and heading towards the exit on that side. And so now I'm thinking, okay, so there's one person at the detector. At the detector all the way down the map. Now they can run and get to pretty much the town in like a minute. And there's another person heading towards that exit. To the right. Well, to the east. No. To the south, basically. So I'm like, okay. Maybe I can cross this bridge myself. But then I see that door open. Was this house a stop on the guy who crossed that river's path? I don't know. And don't get me wrong, this is not me complaining, oh, I don't like playing Lone Wolf. I love playing Lone Wolf. Okay? Let me throw that out there right now. This is not a complaining video. This is a reality check video. Let me just throw that out there right now. So I'm crossing the bridge, right? And I'm like, okay, if I'm going to get shot at, it's going to be while I'm crossing this bridge. It's going to be that way. And I don't want the car alarm to go off, but pretty much the first car that I looted, alarm went off. So at this point, I'm just like, okay, somebody's going to shoot at me. Somebody is going to put bullets in my direction. It's only a matter of time. That's why I'm on my belly right now. Because at least I want to try to minimize my profile. But as we all know, going prone is pretty much an instant headshot. So I crouched. Good thing I crouched. Because if I would have kept going prone in that direction, that guy would have shot me. In the head. Now here we go. 1v1. Now, he has an advantage. Because all he could hit was my head. That APC slope was so well in his favor, the only bullet that would have hit me would be in my head. Now check this out. Even if I did get the airdrop, Freddy Krueger over here is waiting in a tree. Sometimes it's best to stay afterwards and just watch what people do. This guy has a VSS on his back. Where's he heading? Pretty much to that exit. And he's checking out the waterfall. I mean, you know, you do gotta appreciate interest sometimes, you know what I'm saying? This guy who killed me has my H-bar T, and they're heading for an exit. This guy literally sat at this airdrop until radiation hit and waited for about 15 seconds, then got the airdrop, and then went towards the exit with the ladder. I was going to die in this encounter. At some point. Knowing my decision making and my reliance, if that's even a word, on sound, I was going to die. Because I didn't hear anything. And no, that's not me assuming that nobody's here. That's me realizing the fact that I don't have any information to go by. Because I didn't hear anything. All I could hear is footsteps. Until I got shot at myself, I was like, maybe this will go smoothly. It didn't go smoothly. Those two VSSs that I seen in the pre-game loading screen was the sign of this is going to be a hard encounter. But like I said, this is not a complaining video. I wanted to show you all everything is not peachy over here at Jet's house. Sometimes I do get destroyed. Sometimes I do make misplays. This is the reality. Again, as G Herbo once said, reality, it isn't always easy as I make it seem. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And, I mean, look, it is what it is, you know? You die in a game. You live in a game. You win a game. You lose a game. But at the end of the day, it's still a game. Remember, catch me on stream at 3 p.m. EST, exactly 1 hour after. No, not even 1 hour. I'm gonna put this video up at midnight, so catch me Sunday, 4 p.m. EST. I'll catch y'all in the next episode. Until next time, peace.